And the Buffalo Bills taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 16 carries, 81 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a 1st down to boot.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Average nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To the air, Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
2nd down and goal. Allen, that's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Bills 7, Rams 0.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Every time I see Cooper Kupp play, I'm reminded of the first time I saw him in a summertime workout session. I remember running around screaming, who is this young man? And now we see him on the NFL level. Broke the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in 2019 yards. Career highs in all the major statistical categories. And not only that, that's off of a knee injury the previous season. This guy's tough as nails.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He was brought down by Matt Milano.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gone. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That'll be caught by Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019, runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Samson Abuka in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This will be caught inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Allen going to throw. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Good. Makes the score Bills 17. Rams nothing.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. LA readies for its next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Goff. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to go deep for Beasley, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff now looking to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Goff's throw here finds Woods, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Reynolds. 7 yards the pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get a sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Open is Reynolds. He's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
Josh Reynolds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's another.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
17-yard line.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42-yard line. To the air again. Goff. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trent Murphy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third and long. It's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, They frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throwing now is Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Singletary again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airwaves,